Hey Internet, it's RJ. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning into the show today. Now, today's episode, we're back with American Express, who has 185,000 Bonvoy points. That's right, we're talking about the Marriott Brilliant card. So, in typical fashion, we'll talk about this offer, terms and conditions, eligibility requirements, and of course, the card itself. Everything you need to know to make their money become your money. So, of course, if that sounds of interest to you, then go ahead, press the subscribe button, and let's get to work. Now, down below, you will find an affiliate link for this card. It is mine, but of course, this is the same as the direct offer on American Express's page. So if you prefer, you can go out to their site. But of course, it is much appreciated, if you're so inclined to use the link pinned down below in the comment. No blog post with credit cards. It's pretty self-explanatory. So let's get to work here, taking a look at the offer material, the promotional material to start. And, technically there are happy people and they are just above the fold, as we like to say. So I'm going to count it, even though, I think they're always there under this featured benefits section. I don't really think it's, because there's this elevated offer. But either way, we'll count it to be nice. So above here, we don't need to go to requirements section because we can see it. We have 185,000 Bonvoy bonus points after you spend $6,000 in purchases within the first 6 months of card membership. And then, of course, this is good through May 14th of this year. So nice to see, it is a decent amount of spend, but they are giving you a little bit of time to hit it, which is nice. Overall, it makes it a little bit easier. Again, we're getting close to tax time, so you might miss it depending on when you sign up for this one. But again, maybe you made it just in time. Easy spend coming up nonetheless. So really, again, it's a credit card offer. It's all you need to do. Apply, be approved, hit the spend. We don't really need to belabor the point here because when it comes to these Marriott cards, there's a lot to take a look at in the eligibility section. So let's get right to it. And here you have it. Now, as you would have guessed, this is nationwide. Now, remember, Marriott cards have this one-lane rule because of years and years ago, the Marriott buying SPG. That's why Chase has half the Marriott line and Amex has the other half. So, we won't go through all this, but, you may not be eligible to receive this welcome offer, and they list out the star would prefer guests. Basically in the top one, the old SPG cards, and in the bottom part, the bottom paragraph there, they list out the Chase cards. Basically, really received credit card in the last 30 days, have acquired, and then they go through the list of it. Or in the last 2 years, credit card for Chase. So, basically just keep that in mind. Go through that if it applies to you. Again, the top part, I don't think there's that many SPG cards out there, but that is what they mean by the one lane rule. You basically just can't go through the Chase and American Express side simultaneously picking up all the offers. Would be great if you could. Now, in addition to that, when we take a look at fees, well, this card does have a hefty $650 annual fee. Of course, that is not avoidable. It will be charged to you in your first, once your first billing cycle completes. And it is a credit card, so you do have to keep the account open for 1 year. Now, moving on here, taking a look at the actual card itself, what are you getting into? Well, they did refresh this card maybe a year or so ago. And, I do like the design, if nothing else. It is very nice, but that's what you would expect for $650. I'm sure it's metal as well. But from the top here, the annual fee, as we said, is $650. Multipliers, you're looking at 6 back at Marriott, 3 back on dining and flights, and 2 back on everything else. Of course, again, these are going to be paid out in Bonvoy points. So when you sign up, you provide your Bonvoy number, and then those points go directly to your Marriott account, if you're wondering how that works. Same with the intro offer. Now, the benefits, you're going to get Platinum Elite status. There's a $25 a month dining credit. In typical Amex fashion, it is use it or lose it. It does not roll over. It just works at restaurants. It doesn't have to be a Marriott. Now, the big one here, especially in year number 2, this anniversary night up to 85,000 redemptions, or 85K. That you're not going to get that in year number 1, of course, because you're getting the intro offer. But in year number 2, if you choose to keep this card, well, then you would get that 85,000 point redemption cert, and that's what largely offsets the fee for this card if you want to keep it, that plus the dining credit. $100. You can also, I should note, you can top off these reward certs with points. There's a limit on it, but I think it's like you can add additional 15,000 or 20,000 points to them as well, so we can help bump you up to the next tier category property. So keep that in mind. $100 Marriott property credit. Your Earned Choice Award was $60,000 a year in spend. There's probably better ways to spend $60,000, but if you do it, you could choose from 5 Sweet Night Awards, $750 off a bed from Marriott Bonvoy Boutiques, and or another $85K certificate. course, there's Priority Pass if you're in need of that. 25 Elite Night credits towards status, which is helpful if you're trying to chase like lifetime status. And of course, TSA pre-global entry, and then there's no foreign transaction fee. So you do get quite a bit here on this card. I'm a Marriott fan. I generally stay at Marriott's. I do like this card. I'm probably not going to get this one. For me, it's your number one is fine because you're going to make points in between the dining credit, which is easy enough to deal with for 1 year to help offset the annual fee. You do great. Year number 2 and beyond, that's kind of up to you. I think the real question comes like, how do you value that platinum elite status and what you get for it? Basically against something like the gold status, which you used to get a lot more for. Again, most people get gold through virtue of an Amex Platinum, but that's since kind of gone downhill, and they've moved everything up to like the getting the breakfast. Most places now is for platinum status because they put it in their little lounge area or whatnot. So not a bad card by any means. I do like it. It's just for me, I have a tough time paying those high annual fees going forward. So would I get it for year number 1? 100%. Would I keep it? Probably not. I don't think I can pay them $650. I just don't think I can. But again, if you're a Marriott person, you're a traveler, then I think this is actually a pretty decent card. The only other one to look at, I think, would be probably the Ritz-Carlton card, which is on the Chase side. And you do have to product change to that card. You just can't outright apply for it. Not as expensive. I think it's still at $450 plus it's a Visa Infinite. But that would probably be the second best Marriott card, or the first, depending on what you're trying to get. Again, the gem here, I think, is that Platinum Elite status, and what you can do with that 85,000 point rewards night if you choose to keep it. But again, we're just here for the money to start out. 185k Bonvoy points I think is pretty good, especially with summer right around the corner. So there you have it. That is the card itself. Feel free to sound off down below how you would use the points, where you're headed. I would love to. Or if you're a Hilton fan, I guess you can let us know that too. But let's hit the summary slide here to bring this one home. And here we have it. As we've said, the target is American Express. The product you want is the Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant card. Of course, it is nationwide. Your payout is 185k Bonvoy points. Requirements: apply and be approved for the card, and then spend $6,000 within the first 6 months of opening. Pretty straightforward. Fees: yes, it's an annual fee of $650. It is not avoidable, and you do need to keep the account open for 1 year because it is a credit card. And just like that, you are off to enjoy your summer vacation coming up very soon. But of course, if this one is not for you, well then check out profitablecontent.com. The channel's blog is always linked down below for you, as well as on the channel homepage. Over there, we not only have news stories, we have plenty more bank promotions if that's what you prefer. Some from American Express. We just did one on their checking account a while back. Coincidentally, you do need a personal credit card to get it, so this could get you started. It won't qualify you right away because there's a lag time, but it would get you started. And if you want this card or other credit cards, well, we have a whole list of credit cards over there as well. Anyways, guys, that'll do it for this one. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you very soon in the next one.